I still keep your coat on the second chair, like you just stepped out to breathe some air. The clock still ticks like it used to do, but baby, the silence, it's screaming you. I play the keys you love to hear, that lazy tune you'd hum so clear, but it don't sound right without your side. Feels like the moon forgot the sky. Back when your name was mine, every night had a shine. We slow danced through shadows, sipped red wine. And the bed feels wide, but I still keep a space on the lonesome side. I wear your memory like a worn out blues. In every crack I find some truth. I never learned to let love go, just learn to miss you, soft and slow. Back when your name was mine, every tear felt fine. You kissed my hurt like aged whiskey in time. Like smoke in July. You were my Sunday, my sacred tune. Now you're just a whisper in a lonesome room. Back when your name was mine, the blues were sweet. Now they're just hollow notes in an aching beat. But if loving you was my only crime, I'd do it again. Back when your name was mine. I heard your footsteps on the wooden floor, right when the thunder kissed the door. Been years of silence, of lonely sound, but baby, your name still shakes this ground. You said I was lost, but I found my way, like a blues refrain that won't fade away. I poured some wine, you lit a flame, and suddenly the room knew your name. You came back with the rain, soft and slow, washed the dust from the love I used to know. Like an old jazz song I'd long forgot, you returned with the rhythm rhythm I never lost. Your coat was damp, but your eyes were light, like the stars had found their way through night. I held your hand like I'd never let go, and time stood still, moving sweet and low. Your coat was damp, but your eyes were light, like the stars had found their way through night. I held your hand like I'd never let go, and time stood still, moving sweet and low. You came back with the rain, gentle and true, like a melody that only missed a few. Now every heartbeat plays your tune, and I dance with you under the silver moon. Some say love don't come back twice, but we prove the world wrong with sacrifice. And though the storm still sings outside, tonight you're here and I'm alive. You came back with the rain, kissed my pain. Now the silence is gone, only sweet remains. You're my chorus, my refrain. You came back with the rain. Your perfume lingers in the hallway air, like you just walked by, like you're still there. Your laughter echoes in the vinyl spin, and I swear, darling, I heard it again.
I make 2 cups out of old routine, sit across from you where you've never been. The silence hums a broken tune. Every night I dance with your ghost too soon.
You're the shadow on my wall, a whisper in the night, a distant call. You left the room but never left my soul. Love like ours don't ever grow old. The records play that Sam and Dave, but the sound feels cold, not like those days when you would sing barefoot, eyes closed. Now it's just me and a heart that knows. You're the shadow on my wall, the faded frame in the dim lit hall. Your touch is gone, but your warmth still stays, and every dawn that forgets your face. whispers me and you. We dance with our eyes in a room full of noise, hide our love in the hush between the voids. I trace your shadow when no one's near, and hold your name where no one hears. In the quiet of the room, you're mine. In stolen seconds, our hearts align. No promises, no open view, but in the hush, I belong to you. You smile polite, I nod and stay, but inside I'm screaming not to look away. This kind of love can't wear a name, still it burns like candle flame. In the quiet of the room, we shine. A hidden verse in a sacred line. The world don't know what we've been through, but in the silence, I live for you. Some loves walk proud in broad daylight, but ours was born in the cover of night. Still I'd choose it again and again, even if we must love like rain in the wind. In the quiet of the room, time stops. The world goes blind, but our rhythm talks. It may not be right, it may not be true, but in the quiet, I am yours, and you are too. I've been walking roads paved with goodbye, wearing old blues under a quiet sky. But then you smiled, and time stood still, like the world just waited for love to heal. Your voice a melody I'd never known, but somehow it felt like coming home. You didn't ask about the past I'd seen, just held my hand and let me breathe. So let me try again with you. No fancy lines, just the honest truth. I don't need perfect, I don't need new, just someone to grow old with, slow and true. Let me try again with you. Your laugh made my silence fade to light, like a match in the middle of a cold dark night. You didn't save me, but you stood near, and that's the kind of love I hold dear. So let me try again with you, not for show, not for something to prove. We've both been broken, both been bruised, but maybe we've got nothing to lose. Let me try again with you. I ain't asking for promises made in gold, just your hand when the nights get cold. A song to hum, a light to find, a place to rest this heart of mine. So let me try again with you. One more verse, one more point of view. No need to rush, no need to run. We'll build it slow like the morning sun. Let me try again with you. You walked in like a breeze on a Memphis night, with cherry lips and that vintage light. Didn't say much, just smiled so slow, but darling, you had me at the hello. Your laugh was sweet like a record scratch, old school charm with a velvet patch. You leaned on the jukebox, played something low, and baby, I melted right there in the glow. You had me at the hello, didn't need a line, like a chord in C, soft and perfectly timed. No need for flowers, no need for show, just one glance, and I was ready to go. You had me at the hello, didn't need a line, like a chord in C, soft and perfectly timed. No need for flowers, no need for show, just one glance and I was ready to go. We danced in the corner where the lights were dim, the world spun quiet round your every whim. I tried to play cool, move nice and slow, but my heart had already said yes long ago. You had me at the hello, smooth as a sigh, like honey on toast or a cloud in July. Didn't ask questions, didn't need to know. All I knew was I couldn't let you go. Now we've got records and morning tea, and an old Polaroid of just you and me. And every time you walk through the door, I fall like that first time, just once more. You had me at the hello, and you still do, like a timeless song with a love so true. You don't have to try, don't need to show, 'cause baby, you had me at the hello. Morning light hits your face just right, same way it did our very first night. Coffee brews, you hum that tune, and suddenly I'm 22 in June. We've had the storm times we've had the calm. Some days we fought, some days were bombed. But here you are, barefoot and free, still looking like the world to me. I'm still falling for you every single day, like vinyl on the turntable. You never fade away. It ain't fireworks, it ain't brand new, but baby, it's deeper what I feel for you. You fold my shirt the way you used to kiss my cheek when I pass through. Time's been kind and so have you. We've aged like wine, warm and true. I'm still falling for you, slow and sure, like Sunday soul songs and old record stores. It's not a spark, it's a steady flame, still whispering your sweet name. Some chase thrills, some chase fire, but I found love that don't expire. Not in roses, not in rhyme, but in your smile at breakfast time. I'm still falling for you without a cue, like moonlight falling on Avenue Blue. You're my rhythm, you're my groove, and I'll keep falling, I'll never move. Still falling, still falling for you. The wind was whispering through the willow trees as you swayed to the rhythm with such gentle ease. Your eyes were candles in the midnight blue, and the stars above started dancing too. I held your hand like a prayer in my palm. The city asleep, but our hearts stayed calm. A saxophone cried from a distant room while we painted love on the face of the moon. You were my midnight serenade, a velvet song in the night we made, like moonlight dripping off a lover's skin, soft and slow where the blues begin. The breeze caught your hair like a melody, and time stood still just to let us be. You said forever is a foolish dream, but baby, that night it still sings in me. You were my midnight serenade, a tune that no morning light could fade. In the hush of the world, you were my sound, a lullaby where true love's found. You were my midnight serenade, the sweetest truth that love ever made. Though the hours may steal what we had that night, you're the song I hum when I miss the light. You were my midnight serenade, the sweetest truth that love ever made. Though the hours may steal what we had that night, you're the song I hum when I miss the light. The sweetest truth that love ever made. Though the hours may steal what we had that night, you're the song I hum when I miss the light. Porcelain cup, you lit a candle, I filled it up. The radio played a Sam Cooke tune, and your laugh made it feel like June. Your fingers traced the edge of time on the glass on this heart of mine. Every word you spoke, slow and low, wrapped me up like an old soul show. Your honey and smoke, soft and slow, like the way the vinyl spins, like a saxophone's glow. In a world full of static and noise, you're the silence that speaks in a lover's voice. The clock forgot how to count the hours. We were lost in the scent of jasmine flowers. You looked at me like I was a song that had waited too long to be sung. Your honey and smoke, soft and slow, like the way the vinyl spins, like a saxophone's glow. In a world full of static and noise, you're the silence that speaks in a lover's voice. Maybe we're just two old souls falling in love through gramophone scrolls, but I'd trade tomorrow for one more night with your shadow tangled in candlelight. Your honey and smoke, warm and divine, like a glass of red wine or a perfect line. You're not just a chapter, you're the whole book. You're the second glance and the second look.